Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another Dead Walking Dead character video, and today it's episode 150, so I thought we'd do something a bit different and look at a webisode character. This character is Andrew, ex-husband to the bicycle girl zombie Hannah, father to Jamie and Billy, husband to Judy, and owner of Max the dog. Andrew is of course male. He is played by Rick Otto. He is mid-30s and first appeared in A New Day, which is the first part of Torn Apart, the webisode. Before the outbreak, Andrew met and fell in love with Hannah and married her. He and her had 2 kids, Jamie and Billy, but the two soon split up and got divorced. Andrew got custody rights to see his kids every other weekend, and met a new woman called Judy, who he married. He didn't have a great relationship with his neighbour Mike Palmer either. When the outbreak began, Andrew's dog Max was attacked by walkers and left to near death. Andrew headed to Mike Palmer's house to get a gun in order to put down his dog. In Torn Apart, Andrew looks in Mike Palmer's basement for a gun, only to be met with Mike holding a shotgun at him. Andrew tells him he's looking for guns to put down Max, and Mike tells him that he has bigger problems and shows him the bite on his leg. Andrew tells him to get to the hospital, and Andrew clearly is confused and doesn't understand what is going on. Mike tells him his theory that he thinks terrorists caused the outbreak and reveals that he shot his wife Maggie after she turned, but reveals he couldn't put down his zombie kids. Andrew sort of gathers what's going on and hears Mike's zombie kids snarling upstairs as Mike shouts at them. Mike then asks Andrew to kill him and his kids. He holds the shotgun and puts down his neighbour. However, for some reason, Andrew does not kill Mike's children. He returns to his house and puts down his dog Max, and as he heads back inside, he hears something has entered his home. He looks around, hears something behind him, and fires in a panic to see that he has shot his zombie wife Judy. He mourns her loss and wraps her in a rug, believing that she is dead. Later, after Hannah had her car crash, his kids rushed into his house and he obviously let them in. Andrew later hears Hannah trying to get into his house. He opens the door and shoots the zombie that was coming after her. He asks Hannah about her head injury, worrying it's a bite, and she sort of reunites with her kids and tells them it was a car accident. Hannah asks about Judy, but Andrew deflects, saying that he needs to take care of her injury. Andrew treats her wound and tells her about the outbreak happening everywhere and also about Mike Palmer's theory. Billy asks about Max the dog, but Andrew tells him no and gives him a stern talking to and tells him to get back in the living room. Hannah seems a little concerned at Andrew's tone, but he tells Hannah that he is still their father. Andrew speaks with Hannah as she wishes everything to go back to normal. After a zombie Judy attacked the kids, Andrew declares that they can't sit around and tells them that they need to go to Atlanta. Jamie suggests taking the Palmer's pickup truck, and Hannah asks him if he can hotwire it, but Andrew says that they won't need to, as he knows where the keys are. Andrew heads to Mike Palmer's basement again. It's dark, and he finds the keys on Mike's body, but as he gets them, he turns around to see Mike's kids as zombies, and this happens to Andrew. Andrew is torn apart, haha, get it? By the Palmer kids. He really should have killed them when Mike asked him to. Andrew was pretty much the secondary protagonist of Torn Apart. I mean, he had 2 chapters entirely focused on him. He seemed like a decent guy with a bit of a harsh streak, and he didn't deserve to die like that. I hope he didn't suffer too much. So that's my special episode. I do want to cover all the webisode characters. I will be splitting up the Fear web episodes and the Walking Dead web episodes, but I'll only ever cover them every other 100th episode. So the next time I do one of these, it will be episode 250. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.